Welcome to Joyrider's Key Worker Commuter Route, funded by the London Community Response Fund, from Walthamstow Central to Homerton Hospital and back again. For the outbound journey, I've used a relatively short, quick route, a mere 5.6 kilometres there, mainly using cycleways and on-road routing. A much more leisurely and picturesque way back, through the marshes covering 7.4 kilometres. The total journey took me just under an hour. Here it is on Relive. As with all our routes, there are a number of possible variations that you might want to explore as time goes on. As always, our start point is Walthamstow Central. I've filtered to the front at the lights, passing the bus on the right, ensuring I can see their mirror, meaning they can see me. I've chosen to use the cycle path under the rail bridge to avoid waiting at the lights, then back onto South Grove, where I take up the primary or central position, in other words, taking the lane. Hold that central road position through the roundabout onto Markhouse Road. Today I'm going straight down Markhouse Road, but not using the very narrow cycle path. Again, note my position. No parked cars here, so secondary position, around 3 feet out from the curb. This ensures I'm in a driver's line of sight, gives me space if I need it, and keeps me out of the potholes and debris that often accumulates at the side of the road. There is an easy cut through to avoid the lights at Lee Bridge Road. When turning right, indicate if necessary, then move into a central position, wait until any oncoming traffic has passed, then turn into the primary position on the new road, a car door and a little bit more away from any parked vehicles. Follow the road around to the left, and at the end turn right onto the cycle path, just far enough to get you to the controlled crossing. Then you'll be on the Lee Bridge cycle path all the way to Hackney. As always on a cycle path, you are travelling in a place where drivers are not looking. Be aware of turning vehicles in all directions as you approach each intersection. Remember, you have the right of way. After crossing the Lee River into Hackney, the left turn off is immediate as you cross the bridge, so be ready. Enjoy the ride through leafy Millfields Park, but be aware of other cyclists and pedestrians in this area, and especially dogs off their leads. At the lights, you're going to move on to Chatsworth Road. Note my positioning again, primary, as there are plenty of parked vehicles along here. Passing the truck, I pull well out, very visible to any oncoming vehicles, and the truck can see me clearly in their mirror. Stay in this position all the way along this road. You can see how oncoming traffic sees me and gives me the space I'm claiming. There is always at least one idiot though, so be prepared for them. Quick right onto a contraflow before turning into the hospital. This is a really quick, easy journey. As we're going to cut down and go back to Walthamstow across the marshes, the first part of our journey is along a few quite busy roads. I'm taking primary position here and, when I meet the queued traffic, I'm easily able to assess the situation, filter along to their right and move back into the queue as it begins to move. I've never met a driver who refuses to allow me to merge in front of them. Cutting through some residential streets brings us to the lovely part of the trip home. Hackney Marshes. Under Lee Bridge Road, onto Walthamstow Marshes, all the way through to Coppermill Lane. Obviously, this is a shared pedestrian and cycle path, so always give way to pedestrians as, in this situation, they are the vulnerable road user. I tend to speak to them rather than ring my bell. It always gets a good response. Slightly tricky access at St James's Station to take you back onto Selborne Road and then along to Walthamstow Central. Here's the route on Commuter, and I'll see you next time.